Good morning. Oh, I forgot to pick a color for this one. That'll be all right. Hello, hello. So today we're going to do this little guy, and I'm quite partial to making it purple. So in the first kind of, what's it called? Sampler, I made it purple. And I'm going to make it purple again because I love these kind of flowers. That's purple flowers. Just found my needle. Okay, so I'm going to get started. What we're going to do is we're going to take the lightest color purple. So what I've done is I've got two different selections of purples. So what you could do is make all of them one color. You can make all of them the outside one color and the inside a different color. Or you can do half and half, and that's what I'm going to do. So what you need to do if you're going to do half and half is find some colors that are kind of the same, but one's just a little bit darker. So you can tell these are kind of like the same, the same like shade, the same tone of color, but one's just a little bit lighter than the other one. So for example, I would not put these two together because they don't go together. Yeah, so I'm going to pick the brighter ones for mine, and we're going to start with 3 strands. And again, just separate however is best for you to separate. You don't have to do it a certain way. You just need 3 together. And for these ones, we're actually going to work from the top to the bottom, because we kind of want them to be overlapping a little bit so they look like they're all the same. Excuse me. We figured out the coffee machine this morning, so that's what we've been doing. Just move it out of the way. And what we're going to do is the detached chain stitch. I zoom in. There we go. Okay, and as you can see, these are like little loops like this. And that's exactly what we're going to do, is use the detached chain stitch to make these little loops. And we did them before on the second day of the flowers. These are just going to be a little bit more delicate because there's only 3 strands, whereas before we had 4. So what we're going to do with these is kind of go on the side and then in the middle, sides, middle, almost all the way down. We're going to go about to here, and then I'm going to kind of just stagger one here and one here so that it looks like the colors are blending together. You want them to be overlapping, so don't be afraid to get them really nice and close to each other. And then I'm going to do one in the middle, almost right on top of this one. You really want to get that overlapping look, so don't be afraid to just stick it right in. You guys doing anything exciting today? hello. And then from here down, because we're just about halfway, I'm just going to do one kind of here and then one kind of down here. So these will be completely detached, not really touching any of the other ones. Why is this moving? Don't like that. If I was watching, it would make me sick. And there we go. So there's it for that one. And then we'll pop on over here and do the exact same thing. So I'm gonna flip her over. And the reason that I'm going to flip it over and not at this time, but in the past I didn't, is because we really want to start at the very, very top. So if we go straight over here, then we won't be at the top. So you kind of want to make sure that you are starting at the top so that we can layer them. This one is a bit smaller. You guys are quiet today. Not much chat. And I'll just do a little one down here. There we go. Now we'll get the darker color. And we'll use this again, so don't throw it too far. Yeah. Got the purple nails. So I do the dip powder nails, and I do them myself at home. And it's so tempting to always want to change the color, like always. Sky Lover says, it's relaxing to watch you. Jess MC Stitch says, love that your nails match the thread today. And then Carolyn says, are you going up and then back down the same hole for the loop? So no, you're gonna go right on the other side. Just a minute and I'll show you. I'll like zoom it in, because I think with the dark side you'll be able to see a little bit better. Okay. So what I'm doing is you come up here and you don't really want to go through the same hole. You want to go kind of just right next to it. So can you tell that there's just a wee bit of fabric in between? Like that. And then I guess you can't really see with the dark fabric as well as I thought. And like that. So you don't really want to go through the same hole. For this one, we're just going to tuck it in. I mean, if you do on accident, then don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. As long as your stitch, oh my goodness, what happened here? As long as your stitches are secure, then it should be fine. Gonna do one right in the middle, because you want to kind of keep that overlapping feel happening. Now at the moment, it looks like there's a really big contrast between this light purple and this dark purple, and we're going to fix that in just a minute. So that one I did go through the same hole, and you can tell it doesn't matter. I mean, it didn't like make a difference or anything. But if you can get it like slightly next to it, then that would be better. And then we're just gonna do 2 more for the bottom. And how to fix this kind of blending situation, because it looks like it's really, really light purple on the top and then really, really dark purple on the bottom, is we're gonna go back. And if you did the June stitch along with me, then you'll know exactly what we're gonna do. And we'll do the same thing for this flower down here at the bottom, is we're going to make little straight stitches in each of these little loops that we've just made. And that's really gonna help to blend the colors together. So in the June stitch along, we didn't do that to blend it. We just did it to fill in the loop. Because like down here, we're gonna do detached chain stitch it. They're so hard to say. Detached chain stitches from here to here with a little thing at the bottom, but you have all of this white space, yeah? So in the June one, we filled up all of the white space with straight stitches. So with this one, we're just gonna put tiny little stitches in each of these loops, and that will make the colors blend together. So I'll show you what I mean. Just the tiniest little stitches. And again, they don't have to be like really precise. I'm just going up right under this stitch here. Right under this stitch here, and then down. And then we'll go back when we're all finished with the light purple and do the same thing with these ones, and it will brighten them up a little bit. There we go. So there's one all stitched up. We just have to add the light purple in the middle, and then I'm gonna cut my thread, move over to this one. Jessie's like, let me out of here. She went upstairs because David had to shave his beard, tidy it up for school tomorrow. And normally she likes to sit with him, but this morning she was like, can we go out? Can we go out? Can we go out? Let's go, let's go. She's such a little rager in the morning. Like, she cannot wait to get up and start her day. And we're like, it's not time yet, babe. Oh, that was a big one. Yeah, obviously it's better if you try to keep all of your little loops, your stitches, detached chain stitches, the same size. But if one of them is a little bit bigger than the others, don't worry about it. It's really not that big of a deal, because they'll all blend together and kind of look like one flower instead of a bunch of little stitches. Okay, 2 more down here. And you can see I'm literally going through the other one. Okay, and then before I cut that, I'm gonna go back to these little ones and add the dark. We're almost finished. Someone's got their motorcycle out. This morning I made a big order for all kinds of like boxes and crinkle paper. I'm so excited to get them all for Christmas. Christmas orders. People are already buying wood slices and stocking tags. I'm so excited. I think it was yesterday I said, is it too early for the C word? And people were like, no, we already started our shopping and everything. People are starting earlier and earlier. And I kind of like it. The last minute orders like are really stressful because like you want everyone to get their gifts, you know? You want everyone's order to like come on time. But once I give it to the post office, like there's nothing I can do to make it quicker. Especially on orders to America. It's like once I give it to them, I can't do anything. Okay, so now I've got the light purple. And I'm just going to go back into the dark purple and do some little straight stitches in each of the loops. And hopefully you can see how it kind of blends them together a little bit without actually using like a thread painting or blending technique. They're just mixing the two colors. I think it looks quite pretty, but you can do this with any colors. So if you wanted to do a nice yellow flower or like a blue one, that's up to you too. You can do any colors that you'd like. Just keep in mind what I said at the beginning with the colors making them similar. Thank you. Someone said they love it. Oh, something fell upstairs. You could totally hear it. And then I'm just going to jump straight over here and do these ones. I know, but I don't know your name and I can't pronounce your screen name. So she said, I did, with a smiley face. And it's Baqsoa. Like Backsoa, maybe? I don't know. I like it when I know everyone's names and then I can call them by their names. Okay, we are almost finished. So I've just got a couple more straight stitches to do. And if they're kind of overlapping, like... Oh, can you see that? It's like really close. But this one right here is completely overlapping that one. So just do a really small stitch in there. You don't have to make it like the whole length of the loop. Just do a tiny little one in there and you'll be good. Last one. Oh, she says, you pronounced it correct. It's an Urdu language word. Oh, that's nice to know. I do love languages. And then the very last thing is to add a wee bit of green at the bottom. A little stem. Let me just chop that. And then we'll see if we have some extras laying around here. So I'm gonna go for maybe, yeah, like dark, but like not super dark. I'm gonna go all 6 strands. Let's see if I can do it without cutting them. A little knot in the bottom. And I'm going to do one little stitch on either side and then just a back stitch down. I wish the sun would come out so you guys could see a little bit better. Where are you? There we go. I was poking at it, but I couldn't see it. And there we go. Almost done. Ta-da! So there's that. Finished. Again, not on the back. Or you can weave it in. It's really up to you entirely. How you feel like it. And there we have the 4th flower finished. I personally love these. I think they make it look just like lavender. But sorry it's so dark. I even have the light on. Alrighty then. I hope you have a really great Sunday. Enjoy your day. Get out in the sun, hopefully. And I'll be uploading or re-uploading yesterday's video again today because it didn't actually upload all the way. And then I'll upload this one as well. So they'll be there on YouTube for you to watch again and again if you want to. So that's it. Have a great Sunday. Don't forget to tag me in your pictures or in your stories so I can repost them. And that's all for me. Have a good day. Bye.